Here we are again, Kimmel'sIrishPub.com. I know, these beginnings get so exciting, and that's what keeps you around, keeps you coming back for more movie reviews. Tonight's movie review is Wheelman, which is a Netflix original. I love what Netflix is doing. I've told you that in the past. If you've watched my reviews, they're coming out with great stuff, and there's a whole series of stuff that I want to watch. This is one. It's only an hour and 22 minutes, so Thursday night, it's good, because I still have to go to work tomorrow, so I won't be up late. Frank Grillo, Kingdom. Have you seen Kingdom? If not, stop this. Go start watching season 1 of Kingdom. Great TV show. I think I did a review on it. Check out my review, and then decide if you want to watch it, and then come back. If I didn't do a review on it, let me know in the comments, because shame on me. But if I did, great movie. But back to Wheelman. So IMDb 6.5 and Rotten Tomatoes 86 critics and 97 users. So a lot of freshness right there. It's about a driver. And don't get it confused with the other movie. A driver for a bank robbery who gets double-crossed, and he has to figure out what happens. Again, that's one of the synopsises I read. Never hold true. I will let you know. I'm going to start watching, and I will tell you what the true plot of the story is when I check in the next time. So stick around. I'll let you know how it's going. See you in a little bit. Hey everybody. I'm going to do a quick check-in here at the 32-minute and 7-second mark. I know, pretty early for me to do a check-in here. We're watching Wheelman, by the way, but it's very similar to, is it Locke or Locky? L-O-C-K-E, with Tom Hardy. So, real quick background, Tom Hardy is a construction manager, or worker of some sort, and he's driving in his car, and he drives it like a long distance. I don't know, it's in England, over to London or something like that, from Birmingham to London, whatever, I don't know, and a lot of stuff happens. But anyway, the whole point, or the whole focal point of that movie is on Tom Hardy driving his car. So I don't want to go into the synopsis of that movie, but it's one actor in the entire movie and a lot of voices. He calls people and talks to people. This is the same movie. It's Wheelman. Now, as I mentioned, the synopsis is he is the wheelman for a bank robbery. Frank Grillo is the main character, the only character. Besides, there are two bank robbers getting a back seat. They go to a bank. They get in a car, and they go into the bank. They rob the bank. As they're robbing the bank, the head man, the head cheese, who's orchestrating this whole bank robbery, calls him and says, leave him. Once they put the money in the trunk, leave him. So now he's driving around with all his money in his trunk, left the two bank robbers at the scene, and he's dealing with one, the orchestrator of the entire robbery, the big guy, and then his contact, which is Clay. And the other guy, we don't know his name. Clay is his contact. And he's still talking to his daughter as well, 13-year-old daughter, who is talking back to him and has a boy over at their apartment. So let's not get into parenting advice at this point. But just wanted to share that little piece of the movie, that it's very similar to a movie I've already seen, won some awards, and actually has Tom Hardy in it. Very similar concept, just a different plot. So I'm a little disappointed in that fact, and maybe it'll heat up. But he's driving around, he's talking to Clay, again, his contact, on how this is all messed up. Go to Clay's house. He's not going to Clay's house. I would go right to his house and be like, dude, what's up? You need to, when you watch this movie, you understand what's going on. He's like, oh, I can't contact him, just listen to that guy, all this stuff. And it'd be like, no, I'm just going to drive to the house. Or when his daughter says, I have a boy over, I'd be driving right to that apartment. But I don't know. So far, besides the two actors in the back, it's Frank Grillo driving around in a car, dealing with a busted bank robbery. Little cool concept if I hadn't already seen it. But I'm going to get back to it in a little bit. Maybe it'll heat up. We know it has in the past, because you guys are dedicated. You watch my channel all the time, and you know crazy stuff happens after the first check-in. So I'll be back in a little bit and let you know the exciting stuff that waits you in the future. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Wheelman. Actually, the credits aren't rolling now. I have it off. But it did pick up a little bit after the last time I checked in. They did add a couple more actors and characters into the plot. His daughter does make it in. His wife kind of makes it in. And Clay is in it for a minute. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, he like I said, it's a bank robbery going wrong, and then two guys are pitting him against each other, whatever, to give them the money. So it's kind of creating like a mob war in a sense that one boss wants the money, and the other boss wants the money, and he's stuck in the middle. So there's different things happening, not too much, but there is a point where there's a motorcycle following him. Still not sure what side that person was on, but he shoots holes in the windshield, and it's actually on the cover of the movie, I guess, is him driving around with bullet holes in his windshield. So being a wheelman for a bank robbery with bullet holes in your windshield, and he continues to drive around what I think is New York, not going to see his daughter, not going to see his wife, not going to catch Clay at the bar or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, kind of is going to draw attention. And then there's a point where there's blood on the inside of his windshield. Again, he continues to just drive around, you know, looking to do what's next. I don't know, answering the phone. So, you know, like, I think it's a good concept, but it's already been done. Like I said, Locky, however you look that one up. I don't know how you say it, but L-O-C-K-E with Tom Hardy. So seeing that and then seeing this, like, a full hour and 22 minutes, a full hour was in the car. There's even in the beginning where the cameras are in the car and he's talking to the guy who drives up the car. Outside of it, you can't hear it. I had to turn it all the way up. I thought there was something wrong with my sound, but no. It's just because they're trying to create this atmosphere of it's all filmed throughout the car. But then finally, after an hour, he actually gets out of that car. You know, there's bullet holes in it, there's blood all over it, and then he gets into another car. And they do the same thing. He gets into a Porsche, which is nice, a very nice 911, white one, racing, 13 on the side, beautiful car. Same kind of thing happens where they're filming it all from inside. There's even this weird angle from the rearview mirror that looks down on the hood, and you can kind of see the windshield, and then you can see what's in front of you because of that. It's really weird. You know, different, I should say, but it was weird. You know, but they try and create that thing again where he's always in the car. So there's like a whole hour of just in the car, and then he gets out for a minute, and then it's back in the car again. But his daughter comes, and Clay, and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry, I'm going on and on. I am going to give it a 6. I was always going to give it a 5, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it a 6. I like Frank Grillo. I thought it's hard to be an actor like that who there's nobody to act with. So, you know, great job on his part. I do like him as an actor and stuff like that. It's just, I guess, the fact that it's been done before. It feels like it was stolen with a different plot. You know, the plot is your bank robbery gone wrong kind of movie, but just from one driver's perspective is really all this movie is. Bring a daughter in, bring the wife in, you know, hold them for ransom for the money, pin other people against each other. It's been done many times. It was just done with a couple of cameras that were in a car. I'm not going to go as low as a 5. I was tempted, but I'm going to keep it at a 6. An hour and 22 minutes. And if you haven't seen the other movie, like I had been mentioning, maybe you would find this interesting and a new concept, and you might enjoy it. So, if you want to, check it out. Let me know what you think. You know, all the comments are great. I enjoy them. And, you know, the thumbs up and everything, and all the subscribers I have, I really appreciate it. But I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep watching, and it'll catch on. But thanks for joining Kimmel'sIrishPub.com.